William Shakespeare, often regarded as one of the greatest playwrights and poets in the English language, imparted numerous life lessons through his works. Here are some of his notable quotes and the lessons they convey. 1. This, above all, to thine own self be true, and it must follow, as the night the day, thou canst not then be false to any man. Hamlet. Lesson. Authenticity and self-honesty are fundamental virtues. Being true to oneself is the foundation for honest and meaningful relationships with others. 2. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. As you like it. Lesson. Life is like a play, and we all have different roles to play at various stages. Understanding the impermanence of situations can help us navigate life's ups and downs. 3. Love all, trust a few, do wrong to none. All's well that ends well. Lesson. Love is a powerful force, but trust should be earned. It's important to treat others with kindness and fairness, even if trust is not easily given. 4. The better part of valor is discretion, in the which better part, I sawed my life. Henry IV, Part 1. Lesson. Courage is important, but it should be tempered with wisdom and discretion. Knowing when to act and when to exercise caution is a sign of true strength. 5. Give me my Romeo, and when he shall die, take him and cut him out in little stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night, and pay no worship to the garish sun. Romeo and Juliet. Lesson. Love is eternal and can transcend even death. It emphasizes the depth of emotion and the impact it can have on our lives. 6. The better part of valor is discretion, in the which better part I sawed my life. Henry IV, Part 1. Lesson. Courage is important, but it should be tempered with wisdom and discretion. Knowing when to act and when to exercise caution is a sign of true strength. 7. To thine own self be true, and it must follow, as the night the day, thou canst not then be false to any man. Hamlet. Lesson. Authenticity and self-honesty are fundamental virtues. Being true to oneself is the foundation for honest and meaningful relationships with others. 8. Our doubts are traitors and make us lose the good we oft might win by fearing to attempt. Measure for measure. 9. This is the excellent foppery of the world, that when we are sick in fortune, often the surfeit of our own behavior, we make guilty of our disasters the sun, the moon, and the stars. King Lear. Lesson. Taking responsibility for our actions and decisions rather than blaming external circumstances is a mark of maturity and self-awareness. 10. All that glisters is not gold. The Merchant of Venice. Lesson. Appearances can be deceiving. It's important to look beyond surface-level impressions and consider the true value and nature of things. 11. Cowards die many times before their deaths. The valiant never taste of death but once. Julius Caesar. Lesson. Fear can be paralyzing, and avoiding challenges can lead to a lesser existence. Embrace courage and face life's trials head-on. 12. The robbed that smiles steals something from the thief. Othello. Lesson. Maintaining a positive outlook in the face of adversity can be a powerful tool. It allows one to find strength and resilience even in difficult situations. 13. No legacy is so rich as honesty. All's well that ends well. Lesson. Integrity and honesty are among the most valuable traits one can possess. They form the basis for trust and lasting relationships. 14. We know what we are, but not what we may be. Hamlet. Lesson. Our potential is often greater than what we perceive in ourselves. Embrace the possibility of growth and change. 15. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. A Midsummer Night's Dream. Lesson. True love transcends physical appearance. It is a connection of hearts, minds, and souls. 16. The course of true love never did run smooth. A Midsummer Night's Dream. Lesson. Love often involves challenges and obstacles. Patience, understanding, and perseverance are essential in navigating romantic relationships. 17. What's done cannot be undone. Macbeth. Lesson. Actions have consequences, and some things cannot be undone. It emphasizes the importance of considering the potential outcomes of our choices. 18. When words are scarce, they are seldom spent in vain. Richard III. Lesson: choose your words carefully. Meaningful communication is more powerful than empty or excessive speech. 19. This is the very ecstasy of love. Hamlet. Lesson: love has the power to bring unparalleled joy and fulfillment, often described as a state of ecstasy. 20. All the world's a stage and all the men and women merely players. As you like it. Lesson: life is a series of roles and experiences. Embrace each phase, knowing that it contributes to the richness of your story. 21. In time, we hate that which we often fear. Antony and Cleopatra. Lesson: fear can breed contempt or hatred over time. It's important to confront our fears and seek understanding. 22. Strong reasons make strong actions. King John. Lesson: when you have good reasons for your actions, you're more likely to achieve your goals with determination and resolve. 23. Love all, trust a few, do wrong to none. All's well that ends well. Lesson: love everyone, but be cautious in whom you place your trust. Avoid causing harm or injustice to others. 24. This above all, to thine own self be true, and it must follow as the night the day, thou canst not then be false to any man. Hamlet. Lesson: authenticity is the cornerstone of integrity. Being true to oneself leads to honest and meaningful interactions with others. 25. The quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth as the gentle rain from heaven upon the place beneath. The Merchant of Venice. Lesson: mercy and compassion are freely given. They are not forced or constrained, and they bring grace to those who receive them. 26. The better part of valor is discretion, in the which better part I how sawed my life. Henry IV, Part 1. Lesson: courage should be tempered with wisdom and prudence. Knowing when to act and when to exercise caution is a sign of true strength. 27. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with a sleep. The Tempest. Lesson: life is fleeting, and our existence is but a small part of the grand scheme of things. Embrace the beauty and impermanence of life. 28. Hell is empty, and all the devils are here. The Tempest. Lesson: the world can sometimes be a challenging and tumultuous place. However, it's important to remember that evil is not omnipresent, and there is still goodness to be found. 29. Our remedies oft in ourselves do lie, which we ascribe to heaven. All's well that ends well. Lesson: often the solutions to our problems are within us. It's important to take responsibility and action to overcome challenges. 30. Be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Twelfth Night. 31. There is a tide in the affairs of men, which taken at the flood leads on to fortune. Omitted, all the voyage of their life is bound in shallows and in miseries. Julius Caesar. Lesson: recognize opportunities and seize them when they come, for they can lead to success and fulfillment. 32. The better part of valor is discretion, in the which better part I how sawed my life. Henry IV, Part 1. Lesson: courage should be tempered with wisdom and prudence. Knowing when to act and when to exercise caution is a sign of true strength. 33. The most peaceable way for you, if you do take a thief, is to let him show himself what he is and steal out of your company. Henry IV, Part 1. Lesson: sometimes it's best to let people reveal their true nature through their actions rather than engaging in conflict. 34. The fool doth think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool. As you like it. Lesson: recognizing one's limitations and being humble about one's knowledge is a mark of true wisdom. 35. This is the short and the long of it. The Merry Wives of Windsor. Lesson: sometimes the situation is as straightforward as it seems. Overcomplicating things can lead to unnecessary confusion. 36. I'll teach you differences. King Lear. Lesson: understanding and appreciating differences among people is a crucial aspect of wisdom and empathy. 37. The love of wicked men converts to fear, that fear to hate, and hate turns one or both to worthy danger and deserved death. King Lear. Lesson: the consequences of wicked actions can lead to a cycle of fear, hate, and ultimately self-destruction. 38. The web of our life is of a mingled yarn, good and ill together. All's well that ends well. Lesson. Life is a mixture of both positive and negative experiences. Embrace the complexity and learn from each aspect. 39. One touch of nature makes the whole world kin. Troilus and Cressida. Lesson. Shared human experiences and emotions bind us all together, transcending cultural, social, and personal differences. 40. The better part of valor is discretion, in the which better part I ha sawed my life. Henry IV, Part 1. Lesson. Courage should be tempered with wisdom and prudence. Knowing when to act and when to exercise caution is a sign of true strength. These quotes continue to resonate because they offer profound insights into human nature, relationships, and the complexities of life. They serve as timeless reminders of the enduring wisdom found in Shakespeare's works.